Hello, everybody. Welcome to the North Carolina postgame press conference. We're joined by head coach Joe Breschi, as well as student athletes Chris Gray and Connor McCarthy. We'll open the press conference with comments from Coach Breschi, and then we'll begin the question and answer period. I ask that you use the raise your hand feature on the Zoom, as well as just direct your question to a particular person so they know to answer. And with that, we will start with opening comments from Coach Breschi.
Thank you. I guess first and foremost, hats off to Rutgers. I mean, what a great lacrosse game that was. I think the first half, both teams were trying to feel each other out a little bit, and then the second half, it opened up. Both offenses were putting serious pressure on the defenses and the goalies and so forth. I saw Colin Kirst was fantastic in the cage. I thought from our perspective, I thought we started to settle down offensively and create more opportunities and share the ball more. They weren't sliding a lot in the first half, and that kind of, messed with us a little bit. We were taking a first opportunity maybe instead of the best. And then you look at some of the production because the focus was so on Chris, sliding and doubling him quickly, and you put in a guy like Lance Tillman in the second quarter and beyond. He was fantastic. Justin Anderson just was incredible today. And then you look at the riding game. That's been kind of our marquee situation, and we end up winning the game off of ride back. Chris just sells out and makes a huge play to give Connor an opportunity to win the game. So just a great effort by both teams, great lacrosse game, and we're fortunate to come away with a win and have another opportunity to be together for a week.
Thank you, and we'll open up the questions now, starting with Patrick Stevens.
Hey, Connor. Just wanted to ask you a bit about the winning goal, and it seemed like there was a lot of traffic in front of the cage. Were you kind of waiting for it to clear out a little bit before you finally fired that off?
Yeah, Chris, I think it was Chris came around the net and then threw it up to Will, and he drew, I think, 3 guys and threw it over to me. And I was kind of waiting for someone, like you said, to come out to me. And then no one ever really did. No one was approaching me. So I looked kind of awkward running towards the net, but I kind of cocked it back once or twice and then realized I had a couple extra seconds. So I kept stepping in until someone came to me, and then thankfully got it past Kirst, who, as Coach mentioned, played an incredible game. So just, really fortunate to get that past him.
All right, our next question is from Mike Toper.
Hey there. This is directed for Coach. Congratulations on the win. I wanted to ask you, what does it mean for you guys to win the way that you did and to make it back to the semifinals for the first time in a few years there?
Yeah, I'm so proud of these guys. We have 17 seniors. These guys have stuck together all year. I love the way we won this game, honestly. Obviously we've had some games that haven't been that close, but for us to grit it out in particular against a really tough physical team, the way we did in the second half, I couldn't be more proud of these guys and how they did it. And obviously everybody's ultimate goal is to get to the Final Four. Our goals remain the same, right? It was compete for an ACC championship. We were co-champs and have an opportunity to play Memorial Day weekend in the Final Four. And these guys have put us in position, but it's a senior driven team. Chris, Connor, Perry, Anderson, I go on and on, just fantastic job. And the young guys follow them. And, it was boisterous at halftime. And like I said, Justin Anderson really willed this team to victory with some of the plays that he made throughout. So incredible effort, and we're thrilled to play next weekend.
All right, our next question comes from Daniel DiCrescenzo.
Hi, my question is directed more towards Chris. Coach alluded to it in his opening statement about your critical play in overtime that forced that turnover. What was going through your mind as you put your body on the line to get that ball and to eventually do something that would lead to the game winner?
Just get the ball, get it back and get it in our end, take some pressure off our defense. Obviously, they're a fast-paced offense, so they were looking at, push it in transition right away, and I was one of the guys by the midfield line. So I just tried to head in like coaches have been preaching all week in practice, just stopping their transition. And luckily, I was just able to come up with the ball, and we were able to clear it. So that was it was definitely a great team ride.
Terrence Floyd.
Congratulations, Joe. You mentioned Justin Anderson's will plays. Even though it didn't ultimately lead to the game winner, can you describe what his layout for the ride on the far sideline with about less than a minute left in regulation that led to his cramp, what it did for your bench, what it did for your belief in your ability to win?
Well, I think we stress so much the riding game, and it's such a critical part. It gives you an extra opportunity to extra possessions. We talked about it to our guys last week, how we've scored in the ACC games. We've scored 9 goals off of 19 ride backs just in ACC play. And we wanted to follow that up with some opportunities here. And Justin Anderson, I mean, you saw it. Everybody's sold out on both teams, honestly. And, for his play there and Chris's play to give us an opportunity to win it in overtime. I mean, these guys just thrive on that, right? And you want an identity of who you are. And everybody talks about the explosive offense. Our defense has come so far this year, but the riding game remains. And, it's going to be big moving forward next week as well.
We'll go to Brian Heyman.
This is for Chris. I guess how much satisfaction do you get that you caused a turnover there to help win this game and go to the Final Four instead of just scoring a goal? And also, what does it mean to you to go to the Final Four?
Yeah, I mean, it means everything. I think this is why people come to UNC. You really come to win a national championship. I know that's why I'm here. That's why Connor's here. So really just to put ourselves in that opportunity is something that I've always really looked forward to. Obviously, it'll be my first Final Four, so I'm really excited for that. But like Coach was saying, it was just a great team effort all around. I mean, everyone was doing their job, whether it was Justin diving in the corner to save a possession or Connor sticking the game winner. It was really just playing for another week with our team, and that just speaks to the love in the locker room, and it's something we hope we can push all the way until next Monday.
All right, Patrick Stevens.
Joe, wanted to ask about the appreciation of getting back there after a 5-year wait since the last time. I know it was important and meaningful the first time around, but is there a different level of appreciation or a different kind of appreciation this time around?
Well, having been there before, there's definitely an appreciation for getting there for sure. But my goal is to see the expressions and the joy in the faces of the players that get an opportunity to go, because that's the ultimate, right? Is playing on Memorial Day weekend and just going at it and going to the last weekend of Division I lacrosse. And for us, it's like, I've lived it and had an opportunity to be a part of something special in 2016. And I know how special that was. And these seniors have put us right back in that position. So for me, it's, sure, it's great for the coaching staff. We're all excited, but we're mostly excited for the players because they've earned it. They've put themselves in the position. They've worked their tail off, and seeing the joy on their faces after the game and in the locker room is it's priceless.
Terrence.
Joe, Lance Tillman's performance was pretty special. Can you describe how you felt like he played? And is there another player from your past, your career, whose kind of breakout performance like this in a tournament game comes to mind? Is there a precedent that you can remember?
Well, I got to tell you, they're two different body types, but Chris Cloutier in the Final Four and Lance Tillman in this game. And these guys will tell you, man, he has gotten better and better as the years gone on. He's unselfish. He's played midfield. He's played attack. He's spelled guys when needed. And he just comes in and does his job to the best of his ability. And he's so dynamic. And I think the guys enjoy playing with him because he's basically an automatic slide ready to happen. But I couldn't be happier for him and his teammates for him to come in and just really change the game a bit and force them to honor some of the dodging he was doing. And if they didn't, he was able to turn the corner and get some of those opportunities. So thrilled for him and certainly his teammates.
Terrence, do you have a follow-up question, or is your hand?
I do. This one's for Connor. What kept you out last week, and how do you feel, and how did you feel over the course of the game?
No, I feel great now. I just tweaked a little bit, a little muscle in my lower body, but so just making sure I can make it the rest of the way. But I felt great today. The training staff did a great job helping me last week and get me ready to go for today and for next weekend. So I'm good to go.
All right. Are there any other questions for North Carolina? All right. This video will be uploaded to the Hofstra Pride YouTube channel in a few minutes. And coach and players, thank you very much for your time and congratulations on advancing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.